The Daria-i-Noor, whose name translates to Sea of Light, stands among the world's most storied and enigmatic diamonds. Its tale weaves together centuries of empire, conquest, royal intrigue, colonial transitions, and modern-day speculation. Yet, in recent years, what was once a single narrative has split into two distinct threads, one anchored by clear public records in Iran, and the other shrouded in tradition and mystery in Bangladesh. Today, renewed attention and investigative scrutiny have brought the question of the Daria-i-Noor's true provenance and identity to the forefront, challenging both historians and gemologists to weigh legacy, legend, and hard evidence. The history of the Iranian Daria-i-Noor is the more established and widely accepted of the two. According to museum records, scholarly research, and a continuous chain of custody, the diamond's saga begins in the fabled Kohlur, or Golconda mines of the Indian subcontinent during the early 1600s. These mines were renowned for producing some of the world's most famous diamonds, prized for their clarity, color, and size. In 1642, the French jeweler Jean-Baptiste Tavernier visited the Mughal court and described a magnificent pale pink diamond he called the Great Table, later identified by researchers as the rough from which the Daria-i-Noor and its presumed sister stone, the Noor-ul-Ain, were cut. The narrative takes a dramatic turn in 1739 when Nader Shah, the Persian ruler, invaded Delhi and seized the Mughal treasury. Among the treasures transported to Persia, a haul that included the legendary peacock throne, was the Daria-i-Noor. From this point, the gem's path is meticulously documented as it passes through the hands of successive Persian dynasties, from Nader Shah's Afsharids through the Zand and Qajar rulers, and ultimately into the national treasury. By the 19th and 20th centuries, the Daria-i-Noor had become a centerpiece of the Iranian Crown Jewels, its weight consistently recorded at approximately only 82 carats. Today, it remains on public display in the Central Bank of Iran's Treasury of National Jewels in Tehran, supported by photographs, museum catalogs, and regular scholarly examination. The clarity and continuity of this Iranian chain of custody are central to why international historians and gemologists regard this Daria-i-Noor as the definitive stone. Its journey is marked by institutional documentation, public exhibition, and a wealth of academic research. The Persian Sea of Light is not just a diamond. It is a national symbol, enshrined in museum glass and chronicled in the annals of empire. In contrast, the Bangladeshi claim to the Daria-i-Noor carries a different flavor, one of tradition, local lore, and lingering questions. According to regional histories, the Nawab family of Dhaka, once among the wealthiest and most influential in Bengal, came into possession of a remarkable pink diamond during the mid to late 1800s. The origins of this gem are less certain. Some accounts suggest it was purchased, others that it was retained locally following auctions and transfers, in the wake of shifting colonial fortunes. What is clear is that the diamond became the centerpiece of an elaborate gold armlet, surrounded by smaller stones, and celebrated as a family heirloom. By the turn of the 20th century, specifically in 1908, the Nawab family's fortunes had changed. Facing financial strain, Nawab Salimullah mortgaged his estates and, crucially, placed the family's most precious jewels, including the famed pink diamond, known locally as the Daria-i-Noor, into the custody of a bank for safekeeping. Descriptions from Banglapedia and other regional sources indicate that the armlet's central stone weighs approximately 26 carats, while the total weight of the set reaches about 76 carats. This is a significant discrepancy from the Iranian Daria-i-Noor's well-documented 182 carats, a fact that has become a central point of contention in the debate over the stone's identities. The political upheavals of the mid-20th century, including the end of British colonial rule, the partition of India and Pakistan in 1947, and the subsequent independence of Bangladesh in 1971, further obscured the fate of the Nawab jewels. Custody of the vault passed from the Imperial Bank to the State Bank of Pakistan, and eventually to Sonali Bank. Following the nationalization of assets in Bangladesh, During these decades, no public verification of the diamond's presence or condition was conducted. The vault remained sealed, and the story gradually faded into the realm of rumor and family tradition. However, in the past few years, renewed interest in the Daria-i-Noor of Dhaka has surged. Sparked by investigative journalism, features in national publications, and an increasingly vocal public curiosity. In 2022 and beyond, Bangladeshi media outlets such as The Business Standard and The Star have revisited the claim that a Daria-i-Noor lies dormant within a long-locked Sonali Bank vault. Reports describe government committees formed to oversee the unsealing and inventory of the Nawab family's heirlooms, and local historians have called for transparent, scientific analysis to finally resolve the question of the diamond's identity. Despite this surge in attention, key pieces of the puzzle remain absent. To date, no authenticated high-resolution photographs of the Dhaka diamond have been released to the public, nor have independent gemological analyses, such as precise carat measurement, spectroscopic analysis, or inclusions mapping, been performed or published. The last reported sighting of the armlet occurred in 1985, and since then, the sealed bank vault has become almost as legendary as the diamond it is said to contain. These gaps have led international historians and gemologists to treat the Iranian and Bangladeshi Daria-i-Noor claims as separate, pending new evidence. The most compelling reason for this distinction lies in the stone's recorded weights and settings. Iran's diamond is a singular pale pink stone of approximately 182 carats, while the Bangladeshi armlet's main diamond is listed at about 26 carats, with the total armlet set weighing 76 carats. This size mismatch alone strongly suggests that they are different stones. Further, the chains of custody could not be more different. The Iranian Daria-i-Noor has a continuous, well-documented institutional record, passing through royal treasuries and public museums. Its presence is not a matter of speculation, but of public record, viewable, photographable, and subject to regular scholarly scrutiny. By contrast, the Bangladeshi narrative is based on oral tradition, family accounts, and patchy records, with critical periods, such as the decades after independence, lacking any public archival documentation or verification. In recent developments, the Bangladeshi government's decision to form a committee to open the Sonali Bank vault has reignited public interest and speculation. The prospect of finally unveiling the Nawab family's treasures and perhaps subjecting the alleged Daria-i-Noor to independent gemological analysis has captured the national imagination. Yet, without professional measurements and laboratory reports, the two claims remain unresolved. The world watches, waiting for the moment when the sealed vault is finally opened and the truth, whatever it may be, is revealed. For now, then, the story of the Daria-i-Noor remains a tale of two diamonds. In Tehran's central bank, a pale pink stone glimmers under the museum lights, its provenance secure and its legacy celebrated as a symbol of Persian grandeur. In Dhaka, a locked bank vault holds the promise of discovery, a legend passed down through generations, and a mystery that endures. As the debate continues, the Daria-i-Noor serves as a powerful reminder of how gemstones can become more than mere objects of beauty or value. They are repositories of history, carriers of memory, and symbols of national pride and longing. Whether the vault in Dhaka yields a revelation that rewrites the accepted history or confirms the separation of the two stones, the Daria-i-Noor's mystique will persist. Shaped by the interplay of fact, myth, and the enduring human desire to reclaim the treasures of the past. In summary, the Daria-i-Noor, known to the world, is the 182-carat diamond of the Iranian Crown Jewels, with a continuous museum record and public exhibition. The Bangladeshi claim centers on a 26-carat pink diamond set in a Nawab family armlet, locked away in a government vault with a chain of custody that is less clear and still awaiting scientific authentication. As of the latest reporting, no evidence has emerged to prove they are the same stone, and key differences in size and documentation keep the histories distinct. With the Bangladeshi government now taking steps to investigate the vault's contents, the coming years may finally yield answers to a mystery nearly 3 centuries in the making. Until then, the Daria-i-Noor remains both a glittering artifact and a living legend, its story continuing to captivate the imagination of all who seek to unravel its secrets.